Hey there, guys. Welcome to an exciting, unprecedented, world-changing event. This is Runningman's Reactions, the quick hit of the patch notes 4.50 mid-chapter. So, there's a lot of people out there in the DBD universe that have opinions and ideas and thoughts and feelings about everything that happens in this game. And I thought it might be kind of fun to get into the habit of breaking down what I think the king of the 2Ks, Captain Casual, the just chatting streamer that plays DBD as killer, to what I think of the latest chapter in the saga that is Dead by Daylight. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down just a quick breakdown of the patch notes. We're going to have videos coming out later this week that'll have some clown gameplay, some survivor gameplay, just to kind of showcase some of the changes live and in person. But for the time being, let's meander on over to the patch notes. All right, so first things first, the new Tome 6, and the Gilded Stampede event will start on February 10th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I will be live streaming it on my channel, shameless plug time, my channel, twitch.tv/runningman. Be there, because I'll be live streaming the archives. I'll be live streaming the event. Should be a great time. All right, so this is the big thing. This is the big one everybody's talking about, the new HUD layout. They've completely changed the heads-up display of our favorite game. Our old, iconic, dark, gritty HUD is no more. Now, we've got this new mobile game-looking 2021 in a nutshell sort of HUD. A lot of people will tell you, hey, it's not so bad. I am on the fence with whether or not it's not so bad. I see what they're trying to do. I understand what they're trying to do. But I miss the old one already. It's too spread out as well. If they're going to keep the new HUD, I would love it if there were elements we could snap and move around, customize it somewhat, because I have ADHD, like diagnosed, treated ADHD, and I have a very hard time keeping track of like how many gens are left, who's hooked, whatnot, like who's injured. When I was playing Survivor earlier today, oh my God, I have no idea who's hooked. I have no idea who's injured. I don't know anything, guys. I'm just going to hold M1. I'm going to hold M1. That's all I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So anyways, long story short is the HUD, it's sus. All right. It's sus. But the good news is that there's a lot of room for growth, right? A lot of room for growth. They can tweak here, redesign there. I would love to see them condense things down. I did, as you probably noticed if you're tuning in on the YouTube, you'll notice that my camera has been moved. This move has been done to facilitate the new HUD. So a lot of people are suffering out there, YouTube. Okay? All right, so really quickly here to show, I just pulled up a clip from my live stream earlier today. This is going to give you a quick hitter example of the new HUD. You can see you've got your character portraits in the top left. You've got your perks in the bottom right. You've got your gens remaining here in the top. And then would I be playing killer, you'd have your killer power and add-ons down here in the bottom left. So that's your HUD, and as you can see, we'll just get a real quick hit of the movement. I'd like to call the poop shuffle. Poop shuffle movement when you're running while you're injured. Yeah. Very interesting. Very, very interesting so far. The hook counts are on the HUD. You'll be able to see survivor-wise, you'll be able to see how many times each person's been hooked. For the killer, you're going to have on the left side, it's only going to show the total number of hooks in the game, purportedly so that killers won't be able to tunnel as effectively. I don't know. For me, as a killer main playing the game with the hook count on the left, to me it feels a little unnecessary. Like, total number of hooks, I already could kind of tell how many hooks I had just based on how many sacrifice points I had. Like, I'd see sacrifice points pop up, and if that little circle was like a quarter or a half, I'm like, okay, I'm behind. If it was like 3/4 to a full, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm slapping, right? So I don't know, it seems a little bit silly to have the total hook count, but I guess they just wanted to keep things uniform with the survivor side. I don't know. Survivor side, you can actually see who's been hooked, how many hooks they have. So it's useful if, I don't know. As a person who plays very distracted, it's pretty useful for me to know, like, have I been hooked once? Have I been hooked twice? Like, do I need to play a little different? I don't know. So the hook counts on survivor, totally cool. Hook count on killer, not sure it's necessary. I do like the survivor portraits. I think it's slick. And it helped me out a lot today while I was playing killer. in games when I want to know who's the obsession. If I'm running save the best for last, it makes it really easy. I used to have to bring up my, hit escape, bring up my menu to see who's playing what survivor, like what name is Adam, because Adam's my obsession. Now I just look in the top left, I'm like, okay, cool. Adam's the obsession, Big Pog. Now I know who I shouldn't be slapping, right? So I do like the survivor portraits a lot. Scale sliders, I mean, adjust as you will. Adjust as you will. That's all I'm going to leave that one at. All right, so the visual update. All right, we got the Gideon meat plant and the asylum have been completely reworked. Can be redone, brought up to speed with the rest of the maps that have been, they're rebalanced. The tiles have been redone. The graphics have been tightened up. I will maybe use this opportunity to mention that it seems like the game is a lot framier now. Like I'm having frame and performance issues that I haven't had before. I was on ultra, I dropped it to low and they actually got worse. So I don't know. Now this is happening specifically on the game, like the meat plant. That was the first map and I've been playing that map a lot. That map has some major performance issues for me. I had performance issues on basically every map though. I'm trying to remember specifically if I had issues more or less on the new maps. I feel like definitely more, but that's probably only because those ones stick out to me because they were new and the rest of the stuff becomes kind of muscle memory. I don't know. But so more on that. I'll continue to touch on that more in the live stream. I'll probably do another video, another follow-up video after the next hotfix. Kind of go over what they changed. Let you know, loyal and supportive viewer, let you know if my performance improved or not. Okay? Updated survivor locomotion. We showed that in the clip. We'll show it again, but they move differently now. I love the entering the hatch change that they made. I love the way that they look when they're slugged on the ground trying to get back up. I love the way that they use one knee to get up when they're picked up from dying state. I literally despise their running movement while they're injured. I want to show it one more time. Okay? I want to show you guys the poop shuffle. All right? This man here, he's at a festival. The closest porta-john is 2 hills away. And he is rushing to poop, okay? I don't like it. So right out of the gate, I'm gonna let you know it's not number 1. That's your new locomotion. You can teabag while you're flashlighting now, which is crazy. Crazy. I think that's actually kind of funny. Be able to flashlight them from your knees is pretty cool, right? But otherwise, like I don't hate the movement. I just think that they need to work on it a little more, tighten it up, and I would really like to see them. The injured movement for Survivor seems slow when you're playing Survivor, and it looks really awkward when you're playing Killer. So, not a fan of the injured movement. All right, balance-wise, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on Clown because I will do a full Clown video this week as well. But the Clown now has 2 types of bottles, tonic, antidote. You can tap your secondary power to switch which bottles are thrown. You can hold it to reload the bottles, which is, for me, it's the control button. Reload time's now 3 down to 5. Huge quality of life increase there with the 3 to 5. Like, very, very noticeable. Reload time is a lot faster. I love it. Antidote bottles. So they're going to be a gray cloud that activates and turns yellow after 2.5 seconds. The cloud lasts 7.5 seconds. Overlapping clouds causes both the clouds to disappear when one runs out. The invigorated status effect is when the survivor or clown hits it, they grant the 10% movement speed bonus. Basically, once it turns yellow, if a survivor or killer runs through it, they're going to get 10% increased movement speed. So you can play games with it at long loops. Like I played some games with it today while I was messing around. It's something that I feel like once mastered is going to be pretty fun. It definitely works well for traveling the map. I feel like I used it on. I played a couple swamp maps today. I played the Plagues map today. I played the Huntress's map today, and I was able to like use that to motor my way around and get to gens. Like it's pretty good for map control. Honestly, it's not nothing, right? But I don't think it's going to make him insane. Add-on changes with the party bottle now, which is really fun. Anyways, I'm not going to break down the individual add-on change right now, really. Or am I? Fingerless Parade Glove. Basically, it's going to throw the bottle further, but it doesn't arc as high. Smelly Inner Souls now are rare, and they make a faster move speed while you're reloading. Solvent Jug no longer takes away exhaustion. Instead, it increases the invigorated effector, so it makes you fast longer. Smaller reload time reduction for the Cork Stopper. Spirit of Hartshorn expands the antidote cloud. Used to be 10% ether. VHS porn swaps yellow and purple color of antidote and tonic effects. So yeah, so basically VHS porn now makes it so your pink bottles make you faster and the yellow bottles slow you down. It'll confuse survivors, allegedly. Cigar box, whenever anybody becomes invigorated, you see all player auras. So basically it gives everybody bond if they're invigorated. Garish makeup kit increases invigorated status duration. Tattoos middle finger. The auras of the survivors are revealed to you for 6 seconds. So if they're intoxicated or invigorated, you're going to see them. All right, cool. Those are the add-ons, really fast. But I felt like I've already got them up here and I started reading them. I might as well finish reading them. Pog, right? Yeah, so the clown now has his own terror radius and has his own chase music. I am a huge fan of the chase music. I'm a huge fan of the terror radius. Like, I played Survivor. The terror radius, I think, is actually better than the chase music, but I also love the chase music. I think they did really good. It was a little bit shocking at first. I wasn't sure about it, but I'm sold. I played him for like 4 hours today. I'm sold. I love it. I'm looking forward to playing him more. I'll wrap up the clown. Here's my hot take for the clown. I'll wrap him up by saying I've only played him one day. He was already a favorite. But I will say that his increase in effectiveness is like pretty commensurate, in my opinion, to the increase in effectiveness that Leatherface got on his rework. So Leatherface went from like one of the worst killers in the game to like solidly in the mid tier. Clown went from worst killer in the game to like just under mid tier. I think he's mid tier if you run the Bleach add-on, but unfortunately, I don't think you can really say Clown is anywhere above the bottom tier until they have like the built-in Bleach. Like, so if you guys don't understand, or if you don't know Clown, the Bleach add-on basically considerably increases or moderately increases the slowdown associated with the gas bottles. Without it, like, you really don't gain a whole lot by gassing people. Like, without Bleach, you really don't gain a whole lot of distance. Like, I saw, and I've seen some of the bigger content creators have done tests where they literally ran in a straight line throwing the unbuffed bottles and showed just how little you really gain. So until you can play him without Bleach, he still stays bottom tier to me. But that's just my opinion, right? And it's a massive jump from the worst in the game to like looking down at guys like Wraith and Trapper, probably Myers. Like, he took a huge step up and he's way more comfortable to play. I love him, and he's got some gameplay now, like playing around with your antidote bottles. But like overall, he's still gonna get beat up on by strong teams, in my opinion. And I am the king of the casuals, the king of the 2K. You guys know this, so take my opinion for what it is. Just one guy's opinion that likes to make jokes on the internet. Trapper got a little bit of a quality of life. I mean, I don't know if it's quality of life. Escaping from a bear trap is now 16.6 chance of succeeding on each attempt, but it's capped at a maximum of 6 attempts. Add-ons will reduce the chance of escape, increase the maximum number of attempts. It actually feels like a nerf, because people could be trapped permanently before. Now 6 attempts and they're out, right? So I don't know. Honestly, gonna be honest here. I'm not an educational streamer. I don't know what their percentage of chance to escape was before the change, but I do know that it wasn't capped before, and now it's capped, which to me sounds like a nerf. So cool. Nerf the Trapper. Feels good. The Wraith, now when he's cloaked, he's completely invisible to survivors when he's more than 20 meters away. They did increase the duration of the uncloaked speed boost by about a quarter second. Poggers. Restored the missing bone rattle sound cue at the beginning of the cloaking animation. The bell tech. Yeah. Which I think is going to actually affect pump faking now. You used to be able to pump fake with the bell. Like, it made it look like you were going to swing to try and bait out Dead Hard. Now that there's a sound effect associated, it's going to probably be a lot harder to trick people with it. Unfortunate, but I'll take the quarter second on the uncloak speed boost, and I'll trade you your bell tech. It's fine. Fix an issue with the Wraith would appear to uncloak it. These issues, we don't need to read about issues. You guys know. All right. Everybody's excited. Everybody's excited, except for some people who aren't excited. But Hex Undying did get a rework, get a nerf. Now, when Undying is active, survivors within 2 to 3, 4 meters of a Dull Totem have their aura revealed. When another Hex Totem is cleansed, the totem's Hex transfers to Hex Undying Totem. Any tokens are transferred. So basically, you get one shot to protect your Hex Totem now. No matter what, it's going to go... If a Hex Totem is cleansed, it's going to stay up. It'll either transfer to the Undying, or it'll stay... Or either they cleanse Undying, or they cleanse the other one and it goes to Undying, right? You get to keep your tokens. So now Undying is way more viable with Devour Hope and Huntress Lullaby. However, you only get one extra shot instead of having potentially 5 RNG based. I like this change. I'm going to be honest. I played a lot of Undying Ruin because it was fucking brain dead easy to win with it, in my opinion. But at the same time, I didn't like that you really didn't have an option to run Huntress Lullaby or Devour Hope. You lose it, you lose your tokens, you gotta start over. It's like, whatever, it's dumb. Now, at least now, I like to see underused perks or lesser used perks come back into the meta, even if the meta isn't like the real meta, like the full meta, the tryhard meta, just like become viable, I guess is what I'm trying to say, instead of meta. So I'm really excited about the concept of being able to run like Huntress Lullaby and have it be protected, or run Devour Hope and have it be protected. Very cool, very exciting. I like the change. I like the change. There, I said it. Fixated now works while you're injured, survivor stuff. Iron Maiden effects now last 30 seconds rather than like 5 or 10, so it's actually a little bit more viable. Second wind durations are now 28, 24, 20. Pebble got changed to diversion. Wait, no, Pebble was never called diversion. They debated me in the notes. Diversion now charges in 40, 35, 30 seconds instead of like a minute. Way more viable. Deep Wound now always has a 20-second timer. Frank's mixtape and stab wound study are literally never going to get used. Borrowed times timer adjustments are now the duration of the endurance status effect at 10, 12, and 15. All decent changes, right? Mangled status effect now always lasts until fully healed. Vigil no longer affects Mangled. Begrimed head, remove repair speed debuff, add hemorrhage status effect. Rusty attachments only applies Mangled to injured survivors. Okay, so this is actually a change that not a lot of people are talking about, but I'm like really hyped about, all right? Mangled status effect now always lasts until fully healed. There's a ton of add-ons in the game that applied Mangled for 30, 60, 90 seconds. Now those are permanent. Okay, so Mangled status effect means you heal slower, right? So basically a lot of add-ons are now going to replace Sloppy Butcher. For instance, on Clown, my boy we were talking about earlier, I used to run Sloppy Butcher all the time. Now I will never need to run Sloppy Butcher again because I can just slap his Mangled add-on right there on the old loadout. And now I got a whole other, now I can run Save the Best for Last instead of feeling like I need extra Mangled. Big Pog, big thumbs up, Running Man seal of approval on that change. Now, is it going to be too strong? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see if anybody even complains about it. Right now, people are still freaking out and uninstalling the game because the movement looks weird. So I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, I think that that's about it. It's going to wrap up my quick hitter. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the changes. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the patch. In the upcoming videos, I will do a breakdown of the Clown rework. I'll play the Clown, talk you through some of the changes, talk you through some of the things that I think make it better or worse. It'll be a lot of fun, right? I'll do the same thing with Survivor. I'll run some Survivor games. We'll have a chat about it. We're going to continue our daily uploads, so you'll either get videos like this one where I give my thoughts and opinions and heart and soul to you for free on YouTube, Augers, or you'll get your daily uploads with the Running Man Quick Pick series where we're playing all my killers with my favorite builds and favorite add-ons. We're going to do some more fun, wonky fun stuff from the last Subathon. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for continuing to watch. Thank you guys so much. Please, if you don't mind, follow the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/runningman. I am live Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't take the gamer myself too seriously. I'm like a just chatting streamer that plays killer. All right? I have a lot of fun. I'd love to become your new online best friend. Please go ahead and like this video if you don't mind. Comment and let me know how you liked it. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if you think there's anything I could do better for the next one. And if no one's told you they love you today, I love each and every one of you. This is your Pog Champion. Signing off. Thank you.